Hi friends, it's Jenny. I'm here with a cozy yoga practice today. So we're gonna need a pillow, throw pillow, bed pillow, whatever you have handy, and a comfortable blanket. We're gonna use these items as kind of comfort items during our practice. Weather's getting colder, we might not be feeling it as much. This is the perfect practice for on days when it's cold outside and your body's aching and you want to stretch, but you don't want to get into a whole big thing. You don't want a warrior series. You want something that's going to stretch you out and make you feel better, but also give you all the comfort items that you have at your home. So we're going to start nice, easy seated position here. And if you want to right off the bat, we can use this blanket and just wrap it right around us. Get comfortable, guys. This is all about comfort. So whatever you want to do, just kind of wrap yourself up, snuggle up. But still sitting tall, easy seated position. We can be crisscross, whatever is easy. Think about whatever feels good. That's where I want you to be. So we're going to start sitting up nice and tall. Just kind of let our hands rest and our eyes close and our shoulders drop. And we find that nice full breath, always starting with the breath here, so key, right? So we take that breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And as we keep that breath nice and full, deep inhales and complete exhales, keeping that air in through the nose and out through the nose, naturally starting to warm up our bodies, right? So just keeping these breaths, thanking yourself for arriving on our mats today, even if we're just not feeling it. We've turned on this video and we're thanking ourselves for being here in this moment with all our cozy blanket and our pillow and our mat. We have arrived. So be proud of yourself for taking this little slice of your day out for yourself. Naturally, let the shoulders just drip down the back. We're going to take one more inhale and exhale here together. Deep inhale. Complete exhale. Draw the belly button in toward the spine. Let it all out. Now we're going to take one more breath. This time we're going to draw air in through the nose. Big, deep inhale. And then out through the mouth. One more time like that. Felt good, right? Big inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Just let the jaw go, right? All right, so we're going to hang here. We're going to start with the little circles with the head. So drip the ear over to the shoulder. Just let it hang here for a moment. And we're going to start to circle the chin down towards the chest and then over to the other side. Just noticing any difference side to side as we let the chin roll to the chest and over to the side. And we're going to keep this little rock side to side. Start to sync the breath. Maybe it's inhale as we come over. Exhale through center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping ourselves nice and tall through the spine. As the chin comes towards the chest, we feel that nice stretch of the back of our neck. Now, if it feels good and we want to take it all the way around, we can take it all the way around town. All the way. Just keep those circles going in one direction. One more time around, and then we're going to reverse those directions. Reverse the circle all the way around. If it doesn't feel good to take it all the way around, then just keep that little rock side to side we had going. Keep breathing. One more time around. Meet with chin to chest. Notice if we've slumped a little. Stand up nice and tall, up through those sit bones. Relax the shoulder blades down. Take one long breath here. And then head comes back up to neutral. Okay, we're gonna start with a little shoulder movement here, and we're gonna connect it with the breath. So I want you to think big, deep inhale as we send the shoulder blades way up toward our ears. Hold them up there. Squeeze them tight up towards the ears. Big inhale. And then drop them strong as we exhale, right? We're gonna try that a few times. Big inhale, shoulders up to the ears. And then exhale. Let it go. Maybe it's that same breath we had where we relax the jaw out through the mouth. Big inhale. Exhale. One more time. All right, now we're going to get into our hips. So we're going to start a little bit of a circle here. And you get to pick which direction you start the circles in. Hands can be on our knees here, kind of give ourselves a little traction for our circles as they start to get a little bit bigger each time as we circle around, all the way around, making those circles gradually a little bit bigger. Now we're going to send this into almost like a cat and cow movement. So I want you to press your chest forward as you come forward and then round the upper back as you come back. Chest comes forward and then we round the upper back. So inhale as we come around, exhale as we come back. Really feel it through the shoulder blades as we press the middle of the back away from us. Cat and cow, think about those cat and cow movements. One more time around, and then we're going to start to make these circles a little bit smaller until we gradually meet nice and still in the middle. Hang out here, take one long breath. And then we're going to start those circles in the other direction. So we're going to start those circles in the other direction. And then we're going to start to make those circles a little bit bigger. Until we get that cat and cow move. Chest comes forward and we're rounding towards that back. And we can take these circles as slow as we like here. Keep the breath. We're going to take one more time around. And then we're going to make these circles just a little bit smaller, until we're arriving back at center. And hold here. Take a nice long breath here. Okay, now we're going to use our pillow here. We're going to take our pillow underneath the bottom. So it's going to give us a little bit of height here. So just sitting on the pillow, we can keep our blanket if we like. And it gives us a little bit of height and it lets our knees kind of fall towards the ground. So just by lifting up our sit bones a little, it allows the knees to fall and maybe get a little more opening up in the hip, right? So find that nice comfy spot. And we've got our pillow now. So we're gonna take our arms, if they're in the blanket, take them out of the blanket. Right hand is going to come down towards the mat. We're still sitting up tall, right? We're going to look at our left hand. Take a big inhale and sweep that left arm high. And exhale as we watch it fall over us. And use the hand into the mat here to really try to keep this sit bone grounded towards the mat, into our pillow. If it feels good, we can look up toward the ceiling. If not, take the gaze down towards the mat. All about what feels good in our neck here. Let that left arm sweep high, take it down. And then we're going to take it to the other side. So plant that left palm, look at the right hand, take an inhale and sweep it high. Exhale as we watch it fall over. Gaze up toward the ceiling, or we take it down towards the mat. Really, wherever it feels good for our neck, wherever our neck can be happy. Breathing through our side body here. And then we'll inhale that right arm high and let it float down. Great. So once we're here, we're going to remove our pillow and we're going to come meet over on all fours. So coming over onto all fours, take our time here. Nice, slow, gentle movements. We can put our pillow towards the top of our mat if we like. And we can keep the blanket, or if we feel like we'd be better served with our blanket underneath our knees, we can also be there. So you could transfer your blanket, or if you have another blanket, that would also work. You could transfer the blanket underneath your knees, just for a little added cushion here. So from here, we're going to start the circles, all about some circles today, right? So we're going to take these circles with our hips. Just tip our hips over to one side and then over to the other. And the bottom almost comes back towards the heels. Keep them small here for a moment. Just feeling around, seeing what feels good. Keeping the press through our palms. Those fingers are spread wide. And then we're going to start to make the circles a little bit bigger. So almost like we're pressing the bottom toward the heels, around and forward, all the way around and forward. We're going to take it 2 more times. Kick the hips out. And then we'll arrive back at neutral, and you've got it. We're going to switch directions here. So we're going to circle in the other direction. I always get messed up in this part when we reverse the circles. And then we're going to take the hips around towards the heels and forward. Just 2 more times around here. Really get into those hips, kicking them out to the side, bringing them back towards the heels. We're going to meet back in center, and we're going to take this to child's pose. Kick the knees out wide and keep the big toes together and press the bottom back towards your heels. Arms are out long. If we've got the blanket down and it's where we can rest our head, rest the head on the blanket. If we want to grab that pillow, we can pull that pillow forward and rest our head on the pillow. Hanging out here in a nice, cozy, comfortable child's pose. Letting our shoulders relax, letting our jaw relax. I'm really finding that this child's pose is taking us back to center, right? Finding what feels good in the moment, reminding ourselves that we've arrived here on our mats today And if this is the practice we need, let it be enough. Let this moment be enough, and remind yourselves that it's okay to go soft sometimes. We don't always have to go hard. The soft stuff can work positive things for our body as well. So we're going to take our nice deep inhale and exhale here. We're going to rise back all the way up to all fours. And we're going to put our knees right underneath our hips so we're back in our tabletop position. Let the tops of the feet come to the mat. We're going to push our pillow out of the way if it's not already. Again, we can have our knees on our blanket here, the shoulders wrap back and down. We're going to take this to a little thread the needle here. So the right arm comes out. We could invite the arm all the way up, only if it feels good. And then we're going to take that arm and thread it through. So thread the right arm between the left arm and leg. Soften the shoulder down, soften the head. Let the side of our head rest on the mat. Again, we have the pillow. If we want to bring the mat to us, we could rest our head on the pillow. A little softer if we need it. A little deeper, we ditch the pillow and let the head rest on the mat. Really breathing those full breaths. Get right into our shoulder blade here. One more, inhale and exhale. Press through that left palm. Right arm extends out, maybe it comes up. And then back to center. All right, we're gonna take this right to the other side. So find neutral. We're gonna take the left arm out, maybe it comes up. And then thread the needle, thread that arm between that right arm and leg. Soften the shoulder down, side of our head, rest to the mat. If this is too intense, then we're gonna bring the pillow, we're gonna tuck the pillow underneath our head. It brings the mat to our head here, so we don't have to struggle, no struggle. Breathing into that shoulder blade, most importantly. Play around with the hips here. Notice if we have dumped more weight into the right hip than the left. Try to shift our weight around and see if it makes a difference in our stretch. Always feel free to play around in the pose to find the best stretch for your own body. We're going to take one last breath here. We're going to press back up, let that left arm come out, and soften it back down. We're going to come back over onto our seat. So kick the legs out to one side, come over onto our bottoms. And if we like, we can put the blanket over our legs as we stretch our legs out long. Maybe we want to be sitting up on the pillow. So if that felt good before, then feel free to go there again and sit on our pillow. Find that comfy spot. Legs can be underneath our blanket. We're still sitting up nice and tall. We're flexing our feet. We could have a generous bend in our knees here as we take this into our fold. So we're going to inhale and sweep the arms high. Big inhale, sweep it up. Exhale as we fold forward. Drop the hands wherever they come. I'm going to show you my knees because I have a big old bend in my knees. So find that bend in the knees. Really just dripping forward over the legs. Now with each inhale and exhale, we may find that we straighten out the legs just a little bit longer. Walk the heels a little bit longer. Big inhale and exhale. Take these moments, check in with the body, relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Now we're going to walk these hands back in toward us, nice and slow. Take our time. Then we're going to take this to a little twist here. So I'm going to remove the blanket so you can see my legs, but you guys can feel free to keep your blanket on. Right foot, we're going to bring the right foot to our left inner thigh, and the left foot is going to come behind this. And we can be on the top of our foot in the back here. We're going to take our inhale and sweep the arms up high. Exhale as we twist towards the left. So towards the foot that's behind us. Let the hands rest. Maybe one hand's on our knee, one hand up behind us. A little gentle twist here. Breathing into it. One more breath here. Sit up nice and tall. Reach to the crown of the head. We'll unwind back to center. We're going to take this twist right to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale towards the right. And it's okay if our left cheek wants to leave the pillow or the mat a little bit as we twist in this direction. It's all good. Unwind it back to our center. And we're going to switch the legs out. So this time, left foot into our right inner thigh, just like our half tree position. And again, if the leg bending behind us doesn't feel good, we can stay right here. This can be enough. Or we're taking the right foot behind us and we're planting that foot to the mat. Foot firmly planted on our inner thigh. Take an inhale and sweep up. Exhale, twist to the right towards that knee that's bent or that straight leg. Let the hands rest. Stay here. Keep our breath. Feel like the crown of our head is reaching up toward the ceiling. We're sitting up so tall. One more long breath here. We'll unwind back to center. We're going to take that twist the other direction. Inhale it up. Exhale, twist towards the left. Hands can drop. Notice if this right cheek wants to kind of leave the pillow or the mat a little bit, and that's okay. Keep our back happy here, so only twist as deep as feels right. And then we'll unwind back to our center. We're going to lengthen this leg out. Lengthen our left leg out. We're going to take this right into some butterfly. So we're going to bring the bottoms of our feet together. If our legs need a quick shake out, feel free to shake them out here. Bring the bottoms of our feet together. Let the knees fall out as gentle as they can be. We're up on our pillow still, or we're on the mat, either one, but it might feel a little more comfortable to let the knees fall if we give ourselves the height of the pillow underneath us. Remember, we can have the blanket still over us so that we're nice and cozy. Kind of grab our ankles here. We can tuck the feet in closer is more intense. So feel free to walk the feet farther away if we are looking for something a little less intense here. Opening up our hips, we're nice and tall through the spine. Again, always looking for that nice long spine, head, neck, shoulders, all in one line here. Now, if it feels good and we want more, we're going to take our inhale here, exhale, and fold forward just a little bit. And that baby movement might have made a big difference in your stretch. Keep those feet glued together, pressing together, knees falling apart. We can use the elbows even to kind of keep the knees from popping up on us. But find that open hip here and that fold. Again, using our breath always to get us deeper into the pose. So never finding the fullest expression of that fold right away, building ourselves up to it. That's the work here. We're going to take one last breath here. If we're in the fold, we'll come all the way up. Nice and gentle, we're going to help the knees. So bring the hands to the knees, help those knees together. Give ourselves a nice little squeeze here, hug the knees. And then we're going to remove the pillow and come all the way back. So keep the blanket handy. Keep that pillow handy because we're going to rest our head on it. And use that blanket to cover ourselves up. Almost like a little burrito here. Wrap yourself up, wrap your feet up, and tuck yourself in, right? Give yourself a little tuck in. Tuck the blankets under, stretch your legs out long. Like we're in a little cocoon here, arms maybe out, or maybe we want them in, right? Tuck ourselves in. All right, so with our head elevated here, I might give ourselves a little look side to side on the pillow. Just a little look side to side. Then we're going to take one more full body stretch. Let the arms reach overhead. Take a big inhale, reach through the fingertips. Reach through the toes, and then let it all go. Let the hands drip down. Palms can be face up or face down. Again, we could tuck the arms inside our little burrito here if we'd like, or just hang out here. We're going to give ourselves a few moments here of meditation. So even though this is our resting pose and we feel like maybe we're ready to go back to bed because we've got our blanket and our pillow, I want us to refocus our energy and really center on our positive intention. What are we looking for today off of our mats? What are we looking for? Answer that question in this meditation or not. Maybe we don't find the answer we're looking for, but maybe we come up with more questions. Maybe there are more questions that need answering or a different question that needs answering today. But give ourselves the time and the space to come up with something positive that we can walk away with from this practice. Slowly, we're going to bring some movement back to our fingers and back to our toes. And if you have the time, feel free to stay here and take all the time that you need to ponder on the questions of the day. And as you're ready, we'll roll ourselves over to one side, bend the knees, rock ourselves over, kick the hips out, come over into a nice fetal position. I'm a side sleeper, so this feels nice right here. Give ourselves that moment of thanks, the end of our cozy practice, for taking time to show up today. Even if we weren't feeling it, we showed up, we stretched out, we did our part. And then we'll come all the way up, nice, easy seated. Use your hands, help yourself up here. Find that nice, cozy seated position. Hands at heart center. We'll inhale our arms up, going beyond ourselves. Exhale as we open ourselves up and give it all away to the world and everyone in it. By that one simple act, we'll scoop back up the benefits, the gifts, and the blessings the world has to offer us, and we'll tuck them gently into our heart and be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for joining me, friends, and have a great rest of your day.